C, A, B, C. See that? And they're all capital letters. I call it big A, big B, big C. Here, down here is a formula for solving missing parts of a triangle. We call this the law of sines. Law of sines, because you see signs here. Sine. Big A, big B, big C. I need little a. Little a is opposite of big A, so it's over here. That's little a. And big B is opposite of little b, so little b goes here. Little b. If big C is here, little c is the opposite side over here. Little c. There you go. Now, we are going to start putting in some numbers here. I'm going to say angle A is 39 degrees. 39 degrees. And then I'll say that little b here is 41. And little a is 28. I want to solve for big B, this guy. Well, I use this right here, law of sines. It's just a bunch of ratios. And since they're all part of the same triangle, they have to be equal. These ratios have to be equal. They have to be the same. And this is something you don't have to memorize. This is given to you in the formula packet. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start inserting some numbers in there. So first is sine of big A over little a right here. So if this is big A, this is little a, I'll say sine of 39 over A, which is 28. Has to be equal to the next one, which is sine of big B over little b. So sine of big B, I don't know big B here. Oh no, I'm looking for that. Big B over little b. Little b is, 41. That equals, the last one is big C over little c. So sine of big C over little c. Now if you look at my proportion here, you'll notice that one of them is a little bit different than the other ones. This one. See how it has nothing but variables? Can't do anything with that. So get rid of that. And then I'm left with just this. What can I do with these? I can cross multiply them, just like that. Solve. Yay! 41 times sine 39 equals 28 times sine of big B. Since I'm looking for B, I got to get B by itself. I'll just divide 28 here on both sides. And that'll leave me with 41 sine 39 over 28 equals sine B. Sine B. Now, if I'm looking for this guy here, B, I have to do the inverse sign. Remember, when you're looking for an angle, it's inverse. So you do the inverse sign of both sides. So it's inverse sine of, I have 41 sine 39 over 28 equals B. That's going to give you my angle. It might look a little complicated, but this is all just calculator work. Second sine, I'll do alpha y equals enter so I can make fraction. And I had, was it 41 sine 39? So 41 sine 39, and then over 28. And then I'll get my answer. But to make sure that I'm in, press mode, do that degree mode. That's happy mode. That's my answer. So then 3 sig figs would just be 67.1. So here, if you notice, okay, this is big A here, big boy A. Opposite would be little a. That's what they're looking for. That's little a. So I'm looking for this guy right here. I can just start setting this up. So sine of big A, which is 93 degrees, over little a equals sine of big B right here. But oh, wait, I don't have big B. But if you notice, like we said before, all the angles add up to 180. I have two angles. I can find the third one. So I can say 180 minus those other two, and that'll give me B. 58 minus 93 So then this is 29 over, and then opposite little b is 16 equals big C is 58, sine of 58 over opposite of that would be little c, there's nothing there. So I'm just looking for a here. So if you notice, I have a proportion right here. I can cross multiply that. The trick is once you get one full fraction, you can stop, cross multiply. So I don't even care about that. Who cares? You go away. Like Fortnite in my life. I don't need you. Now I can just cross multiply. A times sine 29 equals 16 times sine 93. This is the easier problem because you don't have to find the angle, no inverse. Just divide by sine 29 on both sides. Then I get a by itself. A equals 16 times sine 93 over sine 29. That's just calculator work. Just plug that in. 32.95, and then 3 sig figs will be 33.0. As you can see, this is not that difficult. If you notice here, I was given, probably remember this from geometry, I was given angle here, angle, side, angle. And I was able to use law of cos or law of sines. This one I'm given side, side, angle here. I can use law of sines. So law of sines will be angle, side, angle, or side, side, angle. Doesn't matter. One of those two. Now this one, you're looking for an angle. You got to end up doing inverse. So I want you to find angle A. I'll start there. Sine of A over, go down here, little a is 11, equals sine of big B. So if you look here, big B is real big. It's 129. So sine of 129, big boy, over opposite of 129 is 33. See that I have a full fraction here, full ratio. I can stop here. Just cross multiply. 33 sine A equals 11 sine 129. And then I'll divide both sides by 33 and get sine A by itself. Then I'll have sine A equals 11 sine 129 over 33. I put some space here because I wanted to show you again. Remember, to get A by itself, I'm going to do the inverse both sides. Sine inverse here, sine inverse here. These cancel out. I'm left with A equals sine inverse of all of that. 11 sine 129 over 33. Then you just throw that in the calculator. So I get 15.0 degrees.